Hello guys, what is going on? It is Monty here today, and as you can see, we're not in a Call of Duty or any other PC game, or just any game in general. We are actually on my desktop because I'm gonna show you how to record PC with no lag and multiple audio tracks, get the smoothest gameplay, and yeah, this is how I will be recording H1Z1, any other PC games like that. And yeah, so let's jump right into this. But before I do start talking about OBS, I want to say you can use Elgato, the Elgato, if you want, but I've had some problems with that. It's just you have to plug the one that you plug into your PlayStation into the PC, and then the one in you just swap the PC or the PlayStation to the PC cable, and basically that's it, and then just load it up. But it had some problems for me, so I stopped using it. That's why I started using OBS. So let's get right into it. So this is what OBS will look like. Default, it will look like this, and I have another one open just so I can record it. But I would add display capture, just because then it captures everything you want. Game capture doesn't really work for me, but display capture works. And then whenever I load in the game, it is automatically recording, which is good. That's simple. You can add more. You can add audio capture and all this here, and then like for web cameras or anything like that, but I don't use that at the moment. So that is all I use. This is the most important thing. So you want to go up to File, you want to go to Settings, and this is where all the just how I get my quality and stuff. So there's nothing really important here. You can change the theme from default to dark. Dark looks, I think, a lot more nicer. And then these are sort of some streaming quality things. And you got stream, and then you've got output, which is the most important thing. So this will always be simple, but you want to change this to advanced, and you want to go to recording. Just keep the type to standard. That just works best. I don't think you need to worry about the custom one. And then just select your recording path. I have it to my YouTube raw files, where all my raw files go, all my audio, anything like that. And yeah, just select whatever folder you want. Next, you want to change it from FLV to MP4, just because it allows you to have multi-tracks, and MP4 is just probably best for it allows you to import it to most record or editing softwares. And yeah, I would just choose MP4 just because it is probably the best option. Next, the audio tracks. I have two audio tracks. I'll talk about what the audio tracks I do have later once we go down to audio. Actually, we'll do it now. So I have desktop audio as one, and you'll keep all this as like the default, and then I have my microphone, which is the blue snowball. I don't really change anything else. This all works okay, but yeah, that's audio there. So the next thing is encoder. So it will, oh wait, didn't mean to hit that. Usually it'll be the stream encoder, which is the CPU, and it doesn't really work on my PC because I have a really bad CPU, the FX 6300, which is alright for gaming. It like gets you 60 FPS most games, but I am upgrading to Zen whenever it comes out. Just can't wait for that. But I do use this encoder, which is the AMD graphics card encoder, and I've had no problems with it. So I would recommend just using your graphics card encoder, just because it will work fine. And yeah, that's basically it for anything up here. Now we're going to jump down into how you get the high quality and stuff. So this will always be like that, and I think it'll be like main, and this will be constant bit rate. But this constant bit rate I don't think works as well. You can use it if you want, but I don't. From experience, I don't really like it. So if you're using the AMD, or if you're using NVIDIA VSync encoder, I think it is called, but I don't think it has the presets for the NVIDIA. But if you're using AMD, you can go to high quality, and this will auto select CQP, which is, if you don't know what this is, it is sort of a bit better than constant bit rate, because if you're looking at an object close, so like a wall, if you're looking at it close, it'll be nice high quality, and then the background won't be as high quality, so it like sort of just whatever you're looking at and stuff, makes it more high quality. So it just stops using as much like of your computer, stuff like that. It's just a lot better, I think. But this will auto select it and it'll be balanced. I haven't switched it from just because quality. I know you could get better quality, but then you'd have sort of chops and stuff, and it doesn't really work. And then it is high, and then all this here at auto select. You can muck around with this, but I would just leave it as default. Then I just leave the other options as default. We've already went through audio, so let's go to video. And so my base resolution is 1080p, and then normally this would be 720p, but I changed it to 1080 just because it doesn't affect my computer as much, so I just said downscaling it, just upscaled it to 1080, and then I get perfect quality. And then you can change this, but I just use it. Sharpening filter probably is the best, and you don't get any performance drops or anything like that. And then so FPS, it will obviously be 30 as default, but most people will be using 60, and that is what I do. And in any game I've played so far, recording, just testing it out, it works absolutely fine, and there's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, this just works fine. I get 60 FPS most games, and yeah, like this encoder just works really well on the NVIDIA encoder. I've watched videos and stuff on. Apparently works really well as well, better than actually the CPU. But you can sort of just, if you prefer using the CPU or you prefer using the video encoder, it's just really up to you. But for this here tutorial, I am for actually what I use the NVIDIA or video card encoder, and it works absolutely fine, and I do get 60 FPS solid. So this is everything that we need to know for this. Hotkeys, I just have F8 for recording, and then whenever I jump in the game, hit F8, record, and then stop. And you can select these as yourself, but this is what I have. And then advanced, I don't change anything here. I leave it in default, and there's nothing really I need to mess around in here. So that is basically it for recording. So now we're going to jump in to how I edit my videos in Sony Vegas, and yeah guys, I'll see you whenever I get into that. Right, so guys, this is Sony Vegas, and I'm actually going to import a file. Doesn't really matter. This is my so close video. I will have a link in the description. This is actually the proper edit, but I can just sort of use this as a test. So I'm using Sony Vegas Pro 13, and I don't really want to upgrade to 14 just because I sort of lose a couple like settings and stuff, so I just sort of use this. But so you import your file. This has one audio just because it's all synced together, and then you can insert more audio tracks and stuff like that. You can insert a video track, but so whenever you import your video, you'll have multiple tracks. Actually, I do have a recording. Nope, I don't want to do that. I do have a recording which might show. Okay. So we have 3 tracks here. So this is just a video, me testing that, and oh my, I deleted the file. Or we'll go to a game just because it will actually. Okay, this should not be taking as long. So let this load the tracks, and so one of them will be audio, like game audio, and then one will be microphone. I wasn't actually talking in this, so actually not show you. But guys, first thing you want to do whenever you import your video, you want to go right click, you want to go to properties, and you want to disable resampling, just because I actually don't know what it does, but I think it just like the quality and stuff will not be as good, and so we'll just keep it like this. And yeah, that's basically all you want to do. Then you can go, normally I would go to video, and then I would have a color corrector in, so I'd add my color corrector, and then I would go to levels and add computer RBG to studio, and yeah, add that. You can add anything else you want there. You can have blur and stuff like that. That'll blur like that, but yeah, it's just sort of, for whatever video you want to do, then you just sort of have like the video color and all that there settings what you want. But that's usually what I would do for most of my videos. And so that's basically it. Anything else, like chopping it up, you want to, I just right click here and then press S, and I will split, and then I'll split the audio. And as you can see, if we go here, it is working absolutely fine. Actually, I did get a kill on this. Oh. Alright, it actually just died. Like, if you come over here, that works absolutely fine. Yeah, so, and then I'm shooting that guy, but that doesn't really matter. And so that is it. And then once you want to render your video, you hold, drag across, and then you want to go up to here to render as, and for some reason mine doesn't want to okay, this is really annoying me now, but you want to go to this one, and this will not be selected automatically, so you want to go to internet and then custom, and then this is the one you want to do, but I can't actually remember my settings, so we'll go to my custom render one, and actually this is the wrong whoops, this is the wrong one. This one's the right one, is it? Oh, I can't remember, because this doesn't want to save for some reason. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. But mine hasn't saved for some reason. But okay, so you want to go to Sony, AVC, MVC, and then you want to go to customize. And since mine doesn't want to save, I just have to show you what I would do. So I would leave this all default, change this to 60 FPS, just keep that, and then this goes to 24,999, and then I have it as what, I think it's 260 or 260, and that should be it. If you go any higher, the quality is not going to change. So and then I render with my CPU, but you can hit recommended, but CPU just works fine for me. And that's basically it. So then you want to name it, so we'll go UT render 60 FPS. If I could spell FPS, and oh, I didn't even put the 0 in, so 60 FPS, and then we'll save that, and that will be saved. And then you want to hit OK, then you want to hit the star, and then hit that, and it will show you that. And then you just want to name your file. So as this is an H1Z1 video, it'll be like H1Z1 episode 1. This is not episode 1, and I cannot spell for my life. Z there, episode 1, and then it goes to my file, so you want to hit browse and then just hit, so this goes to export, and then you just want to hit render, and it will start rendering the video. And depending on your CPU, this or whatever like how you want to render it, it'll take as long. Usually a 10-minute video will take me about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, which is not too bad, but or actually maybe a bit longer than that, probably maybe 20-25 minutes actually. But while I'm doing that, I would just watch TV, like watch Arrow, which best series ever, and while that is recording. But then that's basically it, guys. Then I would just upload it to YouTube, and that is, then you just, for YouTube, if you are uploading this to YouTube, everyone will know about that. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. Remember to smash the like button, comment down below if you've tried this method recording, and let me know if it works fine for you. It might not work for everyone, but for me it works absolutely fine, and I get 60 FPS on all my games. So guys, whenever I was actually showing you this is not 60 FPS. Well, there's 60 FPS there, but there is some drops, but it sort of stays around 60 FPS and it works fine. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed the video, and yeah, comment down below what you thought of the video, and guys, remember to subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and as always, until next time, see you.